The UFC is going NFT, just like NBA and the NFL before it, with Dapper Labs, which is rolling out a new deck of NFT cards for the Ultimate Fighting Championship ring here. Pretty brutal. Look at that photo, getting punched in the head, and you can have a nice photo of that.
I picked that photo. That was me. I did that.
Great photo choice. If you really are into UFC
Yay, Zach.
and you want to own a piece of memorabilia of another man being pummeled or woman being pummeled into the ring, you can own that now as on your phone. You can pull that up whenever you want. You just get out some energy. Think about someone having their nose broken right there on your phone. It's good stuff. Zach, going to throw this down to you. Dapper Labs, a lot of their products, they came out of the gate really fast in January, did very well, especially NBA Top Shot. Saw some of those cards trading to the millions of dollars. And it kind of died off. Volume went away. All the volume went to these profile picture tokens and NFT projects like the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Can they kind of come back with these integrations we're seeing with the NFL, NBA, UFC?
I think it's smart. I mean, these NFT things are like necessarily faddish, right? And I think a lot of games are like also necessarily faddish. So if you're able to like add a continuing like Rolodex of exciting and big brand name partners, I think that probably makes a lot of sense for that business model, right? Like, you know, necessarily things are going to peak and then there's going to tail off, and hopefully there's like a useful plateau on that tail. In other instances, it's just going to be way down there. So it makes sense that they would be like, you know, rolling out as many of these partnerships as possible while their brand is still held in high regard. And I think, you know, some people really love UFC. There's a ton of people who watch it, pay-per-view, they buy it. It's a big event. You know, it's a global thing. So the fact that they're sort of rolling out with this, you know, this community of fans makes a ton of sense as they look to, again, bring more and more activity through NFTs to the Flow blockchain itself. So, yeah, I mean, you know, MMA, not necessarily my thing, but it makes sense that if you're trying to activate a particular fan community around fightings, pictures, videos of people fighting. So yeah, I'm into it. Yeah.
Cool. Jen,
do you guys want to fight? Do you guys want to do video
Yeah.
fight? Can we do fighting videos again? That was
Yeah.
so fun.
Let's do it. We can just do it right now. Oh, this way.
No way.
Someone make this an NFT.
All right. This is the old man fisticuffs.
Just throw a punch.
All right. All right, cool. Anybody got anything to say?
Yeah, I
Controls
was
like
gonna
this,
say the same
this
thing
sucks.
Yeah, they're like, can you guys please just
Get off
say
the
something
screen.
useful? I was going to say the same thing as you, Zach. I mean, UFC fans are really, really, what's the word? Not culty,
Violent.
but they're real, like they really love violence. And they form these communities around watching that pay-per-view event, right? It's this very ritualistic thing that happens with the UFC. So I think these NFTs are just really natural. I think their community is going to love them. Will they make as much money and get those headlines that we saw with Top Shot at the beginning of last year? I don't know, but I think it will be a great collector's item for UFC fans, and they will gladly pull them up on their phone and share them with their friends to get ready for those pay-per-views. But Naomi, I'll pass it up to you for the last thought.
Yeah, I think you're totally right, Jen. I actually have some friends who invite me over for every single UFC fight that goes on. They love it. It's this ritual, and I don't think I have gone once. Ever. I think I've been to their house like once, like maybe a few hours prior, and then made sure that I left before the fight started. But it really is like this ritual. And it's interesting to see how far blockchain technology has come, in that in the early days, almost every single thing that I saw blockchain being used for, I was like, great, that's my demographic. Like, it was all kind of this wheelhouse of like privacy and financial sovereignty. And there were all these cool iterations on that I was like, yes, this is exactly for me. And now we have entire sectors where I'm like, this is so far removed from, you know, what I have incorporated into my life. And it's really cool to actually see that, because it's catering to all kinds of niches and is really showing how mainstream this technology is becoming, which is very interesting.